Okay, you want to talk for me so I can make sure audio is working?
Yep, checking 1, 2. Check,
Okay.
check.
You should be coming through. Happy to see anybody that's in here. Doesn't look like we have too many people just yet. Zach, my co-host here, and I are going to be doing some live streaming for our Blitz event tomorrow, just kind of testing some decks. We're kind of competing with a little bit of lag issues right now, but it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm going to be playing some Kassai while he plays some Icelander, and we're going to see how all of that goes. Shuffling my deck up here a little bit. And I'll pull them. Yeah, you can pull those up. That's fine. Alright, you got a 9. And I got an 11. I think I want to make you go first. Just because I don't want you to get the extra... Well, actually, Icelander doesn't care about the extra,
Yeah, I was
Kano
gonna
pitch,
say,
right? So...
typically, I was taking the play first. If that changes your opinion on anything, I find that,
Well, yeah, because she wants to get something in Arsenal to play on my turn, right? So
correct. So
I'll go
ideally,
ahead and I'll go first in that case, since I haven't drawn cards
yep.
yet, if that's okay.
No, absolutely. Did
Um,
I draw? If so, I'm gonna need you to flip them for me real quick.
1 second. I'm going to post in our
Yep.
group chat about our stream, just so everybody knows.
No problem.
And I don't think that actually worked. No, that was... It posted an image, not a actual link. Okay. You did draw. Typically, for Logan and I, when we had these issues, I just twisted the cards a little bit and they showed up. Are you good now?
That did it. Yep,
Okay,
that did it. Thank you.
cool. Alright, so I'll have 20. You'll have 18, correct?
18. Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going first. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times real quick. Draw my 4 cards. I'm going to pull up my OBS over here just so I can make sure I'm seeing everything as it happens, so we can not have any blunders like we did our first stream.
Yep.
Thank you for letting us know you can hear us, Logan. Appreciate it. We might even get you in here for some games in a bit. Okay. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
Alright. So you're never probably going to add anything to my sabers. Are you doing the red rifting like we talked about, or are you doing something else?
No, I ran rifting against Logan a little bit, and I wound up swapping to nourishing.
Oh, sure.
I think it's just better for her.
Sure. I get it.
They're both good. I had some good rifting turns too, but anyway, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to play Duskpath Pilgrimage. I'm going to pitch the Sharpened Steel Blue, so I'm going to have myself 2 energy remaining.
These sabers can attack action. Oh, good. So this is a good matchup for me, actually.
Yeah, kinda. And I'll go to 1 energy, swinging for 5.
Yeah, let's. Does it will it have go again? How does this girl work?
No, she does. I do not technically have go again.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. So just coming in for 5 then.
Yep.
In that case, we will do this and yeah, that's fine. I'll take 2.
All right, I'll go to reactions.
Yep.
I'm going to play Blade Runner, one of the new cards. It says it'll gain go again, and my next attack will get +3. So you're going to take 2. Just total, not additional. So you're going to be at 16 right now.
Yes.
And then Duskpath Pilgrimage says if it hits, you may attack an additional time with this weapon this turn. I don't think that's super relevant. Also, I'm paying for that Blade Runner with my last energy here. But Kasai's ability does mean that my second sword swing each turn is free, unless I have a Frostbite, of course. But it reduces my energy cost on that second swing by 1. So I'm going to go ahead, Your next weapon attack gains +3, and if this hits, you may attack an additional time with this weapon. Okay, I think I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm thinking here.
Okay, so this next weapon swing's coming in for +3, and it's gonna have.
Yes,
go
I'm leaving
again.
that here for reference. Well, actually, that just gave my initial swing go again. So I have go again here on this attack because of the Blade Runner. Okay? And then my next attack is just going to have a flat +3 to it because of the Blade Runner, without no go again automatically or anything.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and I will attack with my other hand Centauri Saber for 5. No go again. So you block it with a Forked Lightning for 3. You're going to block it with more?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, because I'm gonna draw up, so yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, block 6.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and arsenal this card. I'm not sure if that's the play with that particular card, but that's fine. So you'll block that one out. I'll put all of that back, and I will draw up. And then you can draw up, and if you need, I can, change your shit. Also, I got 1 copper token there. I need to make sure I keep track of that because it's actually super relevant. It says, at the beginning of your end phase, if you have attacked 2 or more times with weapons this turn, create a copper token for each weapon attack that is hit. So I hit you 1 time, I will get 1 copper token here. So I'm actually going to make that token a little bit bigger so I don't lose it. And I'm going to make that dice just a wee bit smaller so it's not taking up my entire board.
That's fine. Can you flip the cards for me?
Yep. Can you see them?
Not yet. There we go. Thank you.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and before you do anything, I'm going to click end turn to put that sharpened steel on the bottom of my deck. And you may go ahead.
Okay. Let's pitch to nourishing.
Okay. Well, the good news is I have a lot of stuff to block with here, gear-wise. So I'm going to go ahead and block with 3 from hand, and I will block. I'll block 7 total because I know you don't have a lot more attacks in your deck.
Okay. Yep, that's good. I'll arsenal my last card. Draw up and pass.
Okay, I put markers on my gloves and bracers there. Oath of Steel will go away. I still think Oath of Steel might be one of the worst Majestics ever in print. The only time it's going to be good is with that blood on your hands, or sorry, blood on her hands specialization, which does require some setup to be able to use. And even with that, you're essentially netting overall. You could get like +5-ish on a weapon for the last, or I guess total over the course of the turn. So we'll see if it's actually worth using.
I need my cards just adjusted. Let me get a second. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. This hand is not ideal, so I'm going to play this cash in by paying for it with this sharpened steel and this second swing. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay. I have no energy floating or anything off of that. Okay, I'm going to play Hit and Run and attack with Saber. Pitching...
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you have a... Well, technically I have priority, so you can respond to me playing Hit and Run if you'd like.
Yes. Let me see. That's... Yes. So in response to that, I am going to play Pry.
Okay. So I will reveal to you this slice and dice.
Now, as far as resources go,
I have none. So you could
So
potentially.
you'd be thinking to slice and dice
Yes.
to.
No, I don't have anything, like, I'm going to have to pitch that slice and dice to get any resources. So technically, if you made me put that on the bottom of the deck, I could draw blue and do more on my turn.
Yeah. Because yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna use that resource more than likely to pay for the saber.
Yeah, my initial
So,
sword swing, because my second one will be free and hit and run and is going to let me attack twice either way.
um. Yeah. Okay.
Probably being a 0 cost is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So, are you going to let me keep it, or you want me to put it on the bottom?
Nope. Yeah, you can go ahead and keep.
Then I'm going to go ahead and pitch it. Just swing the saber. This will just be 2 go again. It's going to drop that cash in into the graveyard.
I think we want to do it this way. So yeah, I'll play Blizzard in response to that.
Okay, in response to my attack. Okay, so I will not get go again here, which will stop me from being able to get any copper tokens.
Yeah. So you're just coming in for 2 right now.
Yes, and now it will not have go again, of course.
Yeah.
Because I cannot pay 2.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and take the 2.
Okay, I'll put that away. I will not gain any copper tokens. Shuffle my pitch to the bottom. Draw 4.
Oh, you do have frostbite as well.
Yeah, well, yes, because you played that on my turn. Okay, sure.
Correct. Yep. Oops. Sorry.
You're good, you're good.
Okay. On my turn, I will just... Bolting Bolt for 6.
Yeah, pitch on a blue. Crucible, okay. Damn.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to Tunic as well.
Yep. Yeah, this is only your second turn, so go ahead and put a second.
Okay, are you fine with that?
Yep,
okay.
yep. I meant to do that for you on my turn. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pitch this Blood on Her Hands to block 2 of that, and I'll take 4.
Okay.
Just because that Blood on Her Hands is a little early here for me, I think.
Yeah. I will go ahead and just keep that last card in hand.
Okay.
And draw up and go ahead. Oh, hold on. Can you just flip me real quick?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, the ping has been somewhat okay, so I'm kind of surprised that it keeps making us do that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to play a Spoils of War, which is going to require 2 because of this Frostbite. I'm going to pitch this Warrior's Valor, so I'll have 1 energy remaining. Oops, 1 energy remaining. Any responses, or you didn't get a chance to arsenal something because you were out of cards,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep, no response.
So my next attack will have go again automatically. And I will attack with the Centauri Saber for 4, going to 0 energy.
Take 1.
Okay.
Or response again.
No reacts.
Okay.
And I will go to 2 copper tokens because of Spoils of War. Or sorry, I get 2 for the Spoils of War, so I'll go to 3 copper total.
Okay.
And then I'll attack with my other saber for just 2. This attack is free because of Kassai's ability.
2, and then does this have a way of getting go again, or is this just coming in for 2?
Just 2 without reactions or anything.
Okay. We'll block 3.
Okay. I'll go ahead and glint here, so I'll get go again, and I'll get to draw a card because you blocked her with a card from hand.
Yep.
So I'll draw 1. And I will also react. I'll flip this and play Twinning Blade so I can attack with that saber again. And then I will attack with the saber again, pitching the Sharpened Steel Red.
for
Just 2.
How much?
Just 2.
Do you have any more resources floating?
No more resources or anything like that. Nope.
Okay, I'll take 2, I think.
So then I'll get 6. I'll get 7 copper total off of that because I'll get 2 more from the hit, and I will get 1 for my first attack hitting and my last attack hitting, which makes me feel really bad about getting rid of that blood on her hands, but whatever. There's 2 in here. No cards to Arsenal. Spoils of War is gone. I'll draw up. Pass to you.
Okay. On my turn, we'll play Energy Potion, we will Tunic, we'll Arsenal this, and pass.
Okay.
I'll need cards flipped too.
You need to draw 1 more.
Oh, they haven't popped up yet for me. Oh, yep, sorry, I do need 1 more. You want to just draw that for me? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you flipped it on accident, but no big deal. So it'll be my...
Yeah, I got it.
You just Arsenal... You played the Energy Potion, Arsenal passed to me?
Yep.
Alright. I'll play Warrior's Valor. Pitching
Okay.
Slice and Dice. Leaving
And
2 energy up, and then you'll have a response window there.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. How about we do this? We'll pitch. Crucible. Emirates. So that's coming in for 5.
Boy. Sure is. Let me think here what I'm presenting. How many cards? You'll have 3 cards left still too? Damn. Okay. I will block... I'll go ahead and block 2 of it with the leftover pitch for my Slice and Dice. And
Okay,
take
so you'll
4.
block. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Tunic resource to snap back for an additional 2.
Sorry, I didn't take 4 there. I was at 16. You're hitting me for 5. I reduced it by 2,
Yep.
so I'll take 3. I'll go to 13. And then snap back for 2 more. I'll go to 11. Well, I guess I could pay for that too. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pitch Warrior's Valor blue and block all of snapback, leaving me with 1 energy floating.
Okay.
Really putting me in an awkward spot. And then I'll attack with this saber and lose my energy. If that saber hits, I will have go again, and I'm coming in for 4. And the Fate Foreseen will shut me off.
That card can stay. All right.
I don't have any reactions that are relevant, so I will put that away. I'll arsenal the card that was left in my hand. I won't get any copper this turn, and I'll draw 4.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that if this card, I don't technically have to pay for its flow counter until my next turn, correct?
The end of your turn, yeah. But, with no cards in hand...
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I need to be able to pitch to this...
At the end of your turn, yes.
Up.
Yeah, otherwise you would basically play it for me to not be able to react on your turn. So what you would want to do with that is, arsenal that right now.
Yeah, and then I can play it on your turn.
Which
yeah,
you can play it on my turn for just the energy potion. And then on your turn, you need to have ice in your pitch to maintain it for, at the end of your turn. So you'll get essentially a free turn's worth on it.
Yep, okay.
So you don't get a response action until I do something here to do your instant.
Correct, yep.
So I'm going to start by playing cash in, paying for it.
Can you flip?
Yeah, one second.
Flip my cards. Yep.
Good.
Not yet. Sorry. Maybe just try one more time. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to play that cash in, which will give you a response window, and I'm going to pay for it with 4 copper. So I'm going to go down to 3 copper total.
Okay. Okay. So you played cash in right here.
Yep.
Sorry, it's flipped on mine. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead.
I'll draw my 2
that.
cards, but yeah, you're gonna channel like
Yep.
on that. That's fine. So yeah, your energy potion will go away. And we've got a channel like Frigid here. Cards and activated abilities cost opposing heroes an additional energy. So the cash in is gone, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw that away. I'm going to... Huh. Yeah, I'm going to end up having to put more blue in this deck, I think. I'm going to play this red slice and dice, which is going to cost me 1. I'm going to pitch a blue to do that. I'll have 2 energy floating. Although I might not even want to do that, I guess. I don't want to do that, but it's too late. I already did it. Poop. That's okay. And then I'll just swing the saber for 3.
No go again on this.
Nope.
Okay, but you got 3 cards in hand, so you can definitely pump. Let's... block 3, so I'll take what?
I'm going to go ahead and go to react. I'm going to route and bounce that back to your hand, paying for route with the 3 cards from my hand.
Yep, so you're getting in for a full 5.
3, 4, 5. You'll take 6. Because Centauri Saber will have +1 from Slice and Dice and then +3 from route.
Oh, sure, okay.
Okay. And no arsenal, and turn. Draw up. Go ahead.
Okay. Snap back for 4. 1 resource floating. Oh, I need to do it as well.
4 arcane. And that Winter's Bite is going to allow you to pay for your channel like Frigid.
Yep.
I'll block 2, pitching these 2 red. Take 2.
And then with my last floating resource, I'll come in for an additional 2.
I'll just block up pitching yellow. Yellow hit and run.
Yep. Okay. I will arsenal this last card and pass my turn.
I'm gonna arsenal this. Pass to you.
Okay. Can you just flip my cards here for me?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Oh boy. Did I? Yeah, I tunic this turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna pass.
You don't have anything you want to play because you're going to draw up here.
Well,
and if you pass, you'll lose your channel like Frigid as well. Which, I'm not sure what's in your hand, obviously, so you might just lose that anyway.
well, I have to pay 2 for this now, right?
Yeah. She's just easy to be able to pitch something because you could always Crucible of Aetherweave and then do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't have 2 ice cards to keep channel up, so I'm not sure that that's... no, I am... Yeah, I'm going to choose to pass.
Okay. Alright, going to Warrior's Valor, pitching Warrior's Valor. Oh, let me shuffle that pitch from last turn real quick, sorry.
Yep.
I'm going to pitch this yellow Warrior's Valor, leaving me with 1 energy.
Okay.
You're going to pry.
Yep.
I reveal all my cards.
I get to look at all of them? Yep.
Okay. After this game, I'm going to have to mute my mic and ask my dog kindly to quit barking.
Oh, I can't even hear him.
I know, but he's still going nuts.
I guess I'll get rid of the Blade Runner. I don't really know what would be the best choice, but
Okay.
we'll do that. And then you get to draw a card.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that Blade Runner was definitely the one to get rid of there, I think.
Okay, I assume so, but I don't know that class well enough to be 100%.
And then I'll Sharpen Steel. Swing Saber for 8.
8 go again or just 8?
8, if it hits, I'll gain go again. Well, okay.
I'll block out. I'm not going to choose to sink anything.
Okay, well then I'll just Arsenal this card and we'll pass back to you. Yeah, Warrior's Valor feels pretty bad whenever I could have just had a Blade Runner there.
I will Arsenal and draw up.
Okay. I draw up on the end of my turn.
You can flip my cards for me when you get a second.
Can you see him?
Not yet. There they are. Thank you very much.
Yep. Alright.
Oh, sorry. I would have tunicked on my turn as well.
Yep, that's fine.
But yes.
I'm going to play Spoils of War.
Okay.
Let me
of
get rid
course,
of...
I will be responding to that. Whoops.
Pitching this push forward.
Technically, this would be the appropriate. And then let's pitch this.
So coming in for
5.
5 Arcane. Okay.
Or actually, hold on. Let me do some math real quick. No, that's fine. Go ahead.
I guess I take 5, going to 6.
Okay, you're gonna take the 5.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna pitch to Boots. I'm gonna pitch 3, and we're gonna come in for a pumped Voltic Bolt, so coming in for 7.
Where was I getting a pump from?
I broke my Metacarpus.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll just be 6 then.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, sorry, 6.
But you have no cards in hand.
Correct.
Okay, then I'll block 1, go to 1. And then I'll Spoils of War, Saber, pitching, hit and run.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah, because then I have go again automatically. And then I can pump my next one for 3 and do another Saber.
Okay, good game. I probably shouldn't have did that. I should have did the math better.
How far away was I from a Blood on her hands turn? Next turn I'd have had OTK. Because I had Blood on her hands and I would have had presumably at least 1 copper here.
How does that card read, or what does it do?
Blood on her hands. I can target both of my weapons to get go again. For 4 copper, I don't. The +1 is good too, but for 4 copper, I can say target one-handed weapon has go again while attacking this turn, and target one-handed weapon may attack twice this turn. So I can play that, break Courage of Blade Hold.
So, the response to that would be a blizzard though, and then I would just shut it all off.
Yeah, if you had a blizzard, absolutely. But I mean, I also had 3 blues to pay for blizzard.
No. I'm not. Obviously, I'm just saying I need to remember that when I'm.
Yes, you should probably try to keep a blizzard for that purpose, because that could shut somebody down pretty easy. But yeah, the Blood on her hands with a Courage of Blade Hold means that I can swing 4 times automatically because they'll have go again, and then anything else in my hand also gets to be played anywhere in there for free. So in this case, I would have had a lot of blues and it's kind of trash, but otherwise, you know, any red mixed in there, it's pretty good. And that Spoils of War would have let me set up for that Blood on her hands pretty easily as well, just because I get 2 copper for each hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think what you learned here was you need to make sure that you're going to win if you're going to do, you know, if you're going to pay everything out of hand.
Yeah, well, like I said, that was a misplay on my part.
If I didn't have any cards in hand, then sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should have waited until you. Yeah, I probably could.
You could have let me hit you the first time for 4. You went to 1 and then hit me with all that, and I wouldn't have been able to block 1 arcane.
Yeah.
Because you could have done it on the reaction of me playing the card like to swing my second saber. Although my second saber swing is free, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Matchup's a little weird.
Still probably misplay on my part, but that's all right. That's why we're practicing. All right.
I think I would probably change my pitch a little bit. I think in general I might need to change my pitch a little bit. I might even just take those Oaths of Steel out. The only nice thing that those do is if you do get a Blood on your hands turn and you have an Oath of Steel, let's say an Arsenal or something, that makes it so each time you swing that sword, it's getting an extra +1 just for free.
Oh, sure.
So it'd have been, you know, 3, 3, 4, 4, and then anything else that I have for a 0 cost. But yeah, let me shuffle this deck up a bunch. Got a 7. I got a 9. I'll go first again.
Yep.
Draw up. Okay. Play Sharpened Steel Red. Although I do need to change. I was looking through the new cards last night. Sharpened Steel Red is just strictly worse than Outland Strider or something like that. It's a new card that just has Sharpened Steel, but it also says your next attack, if it hits, you gain a copper token. So I need to switch those out.
Yeah.
But you know, I haven't looked at the cards close enough to have done that already. So that's my bad. Then I will go ahead and play. Yeah, might as well. I'm going to play Warrior's Valor Blue, pitching the Slice and Dice Blue, which is going to be coming out. Looking at Slice and Dice Blue, if it gave you go again on your next swing, it would be worth, but obviously it wouldn't cost 0 at that. I'm going to be taking Slice and Dice Blue out because it doesn't provide you any actual utility. I guess it's a 0 for +1 and +1, but you have to be able to set up your stuff. And what I'm looking for on blues is that little bit of utility that you get out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want the whatever on it or whatever.
So that'll leave me with 2 energy, and then I'll swing the saber going to 1 energy.
3, 4, coming in for 6, and if you hit, you get to go again.
Correct.
Block 6.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Glint the Quicksilver. I'll get to draw a card. I'll get go again.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and swing for just 2 more.
Block 2.
Okay. I'll arsenal that card that I drew off a Glint.
Yep.
Put those in the gold graveyard. Draw up. And I will not get any copper there because you blocked me out on both.
Yep. And if you can just twist my cards here.
Oops.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do this, and then... Oh, sorry, and Tunic.
Sure.
Did my other 2 cards come through?
They did. I'll rotate you.
Thank you.
Did you get them?
Not quite. There they are. Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Slice and dice red for 0. You gonna react?
Yeah. So I got kind of do this. Actually, no. No reacts.
Okay. Warriors Valor red, pitching Warriors Valor blue. 2 energy remain. Any react?
No.
Okay, then I'll swing Saber, going to 1 energy for 6, 8. Or I'm sorry, not 8. It'll be 3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. With go again.
Only go again if the first attack hits.
Okay, let's just do this.
Gonna make me pay 2.
We'll give you a frostbite, and yes, we'll make you pay 2.
Well, that frostbite really puts a damper on that. Because even if I pay the 2, I don't have the additional energy to do the... Or yes, I do. Because I'm floating 1 right now because I've only paid 2. I paid a blue. Yeah, I'll pay for Blizzard with cash in.
Okay. So this next attack is still going to have go again.
Yep. If it hits. If it hits. But
it's coming in for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's... reactions.
No react. Okay. So I will not gain go again in that case.
Did I pull a card off the top here?
You did. You want me to put it back on the deck?
No.
Oh,
I want to look at it. It
okay.
just hasn't there. It showed up. Okay. Yeah, that can go ahead and stay on top. Yep.
Yep, that felt really bad. Past you.
Okay. I'm gonna Tunic.
Okay, but because you gave me a frostbite on my turn, I will lose that frostbite because it's the beginning of my end phase.
Yep.
I'll draw up past you.
And then draw up, hopefully.
They drew. I can see where the ping is being an issue for you. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
weird.
on my end or yours or both.
Yeah, it's typically, I seem to notice a spike every time I draw cards, which is what's causing this weird, load-in issue. Sorry, they're coming, hopefully. Okay. Perfect. All right. I tunicked. Yes. Go ahead.
Spoils of War, pitching blue hit and run. And that'll leave me with 2 energy.
Let's go ahead. Let me do some quick math here. 2 cards in hand, 2 resources floating. Go ahead.
Now you got me spooked. All right, I'll play Duskpath Pilgrimage.
Okay, that I will respond to.
Okay.
So, we'll break potion. Stir. I'm going to pitch. Pry. Crucible. Voltic. So coming in for 7.
Yep. I guess I'll go to 13. Pretty rough.
In that case, snap back for an additional 3.
Okay.
I maybe should have kept that to block, but
Yeah, because now I can just swing at you for free, which is I'll go first saber for.
yeah. Wait, yeah, I may have misplayed it because how many times are you going to get to swing your swords here?
With that dusk path, I could swing.
So
With if I had energy, but so I'll have enough energy to do it, but I won't get a lot on the third swing.
Okay. Well, what you're coming in for 3,
2,
4,
5,
7?
6, 7 on the first one. I'll get 2
Okay.
copper off of that because of the spoils of war, and then I'm gonna play hit and run for free. This attack is free, which I don't have any energy floating right now. So I'm attacking for 5 more, which will give me 2 more copper, putting me at 4 copper total. And I have go again on that attack, and because of the Duskpath Pilgrimage, it means I can swing with my first sword again, pitching this Oath of Steel. So I'm coming in for just 2 more, which will give me 2 more copper. And then my Kasai ability for my entire turn, I'll get 3 copper more because of my ability. So I'll go to 9 copper total.
Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. I gotta figure out how I need to play against this.
I'll draw 4. Pass to you.
Same. Tunic.
Yep. Let me shuffle that pitch. And I'm going to play this Warrior's Valor Yellow, pitching Slice and Dice. Look for reactions.
Yeah, I don't have any. You'll have to flip my cards at some point.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, you can always break your boots.
Yeah, technically I could. I'm not going to, though.
Okay. That'll float me 2 energy. I'm going to steal one of these dice from over here. And then I will swing a saber for 4. If it hits, I'll have go again. Okay, I'll go to reactions. I'll route that pry back into your hand.
Okay.
So you'll take 4.
Yep.
All right. Oh, you have a reaction?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I think.
Oh, sorry. I thought maybe because you were running the defense reactions, I thought you might have had something.
No, not in that hand.
What was my next hand? Yeah, I definitely need to tweak this just a little. If I can reliably get go again a little bit more, I think if I change my pitch values to get driving blade red in here, that might help. But like second swing, if you can swing more than once in a turn, like second swing is really good. I also think that Nature's Path red might end up in here just because I have so many non-reactions. Like I think the only reactions I'm running in the deck are like Route, just because Route can just set you up for game. Twinning Blade, because you could, if you have a good line of play or you have blood on her hands, Twinning Blade can set you up for an additional hit on the turn. And I'm also running, well, technically Blade Runner is a reaction, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, as a reaction, that card is really good.
And then I'm also running just the Quicksilvers, which there should be 2 in here. There's 1. Apparently there was only 1. That's not right.
You want to tweak it?
Nah, well, I guess I could go tweak it on FabDB like really quick. I think that
Just saying, if you, it doesn't matter to me if you wanted to, real quick.
yeah, let me set this deck up here. Let me take like 2 minutes. Let me pull up Fab. Okay, so if I'm looking at that deck, I think that, let's go to edit. First of all, I'm going to add in Nullrune here. I don't know why I didn't. I forgot that we were going to even be playing this matchup today. You definitely don't probably care about the Tunic because you're kind of going for this Courage of Bladehold OTK with blood on her hands. I suppose I could actually even just flip the stream over to see what my deck build real quick, but I'm just gonna talk about it. Let me add Nullrune boots, Nullrune hood. I don't want Nullrune robe. I could run Nullrune gloves as against like a Kano probably. The Courage of Bladehold just really feels good on her because you are kind of going for this attack twice all the time kind of setup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put another glint in here. I'm going to take out the blue slice and dices. Those just don't feel very good at all. The sharpened steels are fine, but I'm going to take out all the sharpened steels for that other card that gives us copper tokens when we hit. So
yeah, sure.
Which is called, I don't know what it's called. 1 second. I'm also thinking about putting a Minerva in here.
Putting in which?
Minerva Themis, that's the mentor.
Yeah.
Because, actually, I'm going to go ahead and try that. Yeah, any warrior, but she lets me go fetch that blood on her hands. So, potentially she sets me up for a pretty good turn. I almost want to take out Oath of Steel, like it just doesn't feel good. I'm going to put in Outland Skirmishes instead of the Sharpened Steels, both in blue and in red. Yeah, it just says, the only difference is Outland Skirmish says your next one-hand weapon. So if you're running one hand, you might as well just use this to try to net you the copper. Whereas Sharpened Steel can just be any weapon.
Right. Yeah, you might as well just get the bonus copper. Doesn't make sense not to. Is it literally the same cost as well?
Yeah, it's a 0 cost, does the same thing. Route is just so strong. Obviously, you can't get it with Singing Steelblade because that's a Dorinthia card. Trying to think of any other blues that might end up in here. I guess I could go a little bit more reaction heavy for blues. I could take out the push forwards, but I think against anybody else, the push forward is going to feel really good. Push forward says if you've attacked with a weapon this turn, your next attack gains Dominate, and it's a +3 boost. So I could like.
Well, yeah. The other thing is you're sabers are usually going to get pumped. Against me, it's just a bad matchup because I don't run.
Well,
Like,
the problem is that the Warriors Valors just feel bad against you because you don't really lose that much by just blocking me out and then Arsenal passing. So shutting off my Warriors Valor every other turn or whatever for my setup, because I have to hit to gain that go again, and I'm not running a lot of reactions to force in that hit. Warriors Valor typically feels worse than just like a driving blade or something would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try taking out the Warriors Valor's red and putting in driving blade just to see how it feels. I also think that I'm gonna run a Nature's Path Pilgrimage in here. I don't know what I want to take out for it though. I think that the Dusk Path Pilgrimage, which can let me swing a third time, is good, but it doesn't. The chances of that happening are pretty slim. Like being able to get go again twice to swing your first sword, as your third swing or something, is a little bit.
Right. It involves a little bit of setup.
A little bit more setup than you're typically going to get, especially without having reactions to get go again a little bit more easily or something of that sort.
Right.
I definitely don't like overpower here, just because I'm not doing this reaction heavy deck. I don't know if I need 2 push forwards. If I'm going to be, because I think the push or that the Nature's Path Pilgrimage is going to feel pretty good on a turn. Let me just search it. I'm just going to run one and see how I feel about it, and then I might need to tweak a little bit more blue into the deck. So right now I'm running 2, 4, 6, 8 blues. I think 10 might be a little bit better. Maybe even in the reaction slot, because late game reactions could really win you the game.
Yeah. Well, Sunday you're looking at least 3 Icelanders, so.
Yeah, this isn't bad practice for me whatsoever. I think Dauntless maybe feels better against you, because Dauntless will make it so... let me just read it. I guess that's... Let me just search it real quick. So Dauntless reads... Defense reaction cards of a defending hero cost an additional 1. So I guess it's just defense reactions. For some reason I thought it was actions. So Dauntless isn't really necessary or really any better than anything else, especially because it costs 1. So I'm going to definitely be looking at that reaction slot for this. You know what? The Blade Runner Blue, probably, just because it could be used to give you go again. And honestly, I think Blade Runner Yellow needs to go in here too, because I think just that go again and getting your second swing as a reaction here is probably just really good. So I can take out... Like, Warrior's Valor just usually feels bad in this deck, but I'm going to keep the blues in here. Second swing is a little bit win more. I need to drop 4 cards here. Just kind of looking. I'm going to drop 1 Dusk Path Pilgrimage. Like, it's going to feel good when you set it up, but it's not that good. Cash-ins always are going to be nice. I'm going to drop the Twinning Blade. It doesn't really feel necessary here because while it can help you do a setup somewhere, I don't think that it helps you enough. I think Hit and Run is probably the best card in this deck, just because if you set up... The only nice thing with those cards is Hit and Run before your second attack that's going to be free is basically like a Hit and Run red is swinging for 6 with go again automatically. You know what I mean? Like if you attack with something that and get go again on your first attack, your second attack is going to have go if you have a hit and run. Like I had that one Arsenal for a little while last game. That's giving your next attack +3 and go again automatically. So having that extra setup from a Duskcraft Pilgrimage or a Twinning Blade usually feels okay with that. Right. Spoils of War, also one of probably the best cards in the deck. If not just the game in total, especially with Kasai. I'm going to drop 1 Oath of Steel, just because it usually feels bad. Like, I don't even know if I want to run any of them, to be honest. Because Oath of Steel really is only going to be good in an OTK turn, otherwise it's probably just a waste of time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, because you're basically that's the one that lets you stack counters, right? So
Right. I feel like they didn't want to give them like such a good card where you could just get the +1 counters. If it honestly, I think they should have just required put an on hit on it and then let you just keep the +1 counters. That would have felt way better. Might have been too good, especially in a one-hander deck. Especially I guess with blood on her hands. But otherwise, like it just feels like a waste of a card. Like I'm actually just gonna drop both of them because I don't even know if it's good enough to run one of. Then I'm going to go ahead and export this. And we'll try this deck. For some reason, there are 100 cards here. Delete that. 1 second. Oops. There we go. My gear will stay much the same. But I think that what you're playing off of your big combos there, where you're pushing in that like 6 or 7 arcane damage, I think that that's really good. But I think that you need to block out a bit more and try to set that up.
yeah, well, that's what I was just gonna say. In my other matchups, that wasn't as relevant, but this matchup in particular, yeah, I almost need to just do more blocking and just get, as much bleed in as I can. I think that might be a better play, but that's fine. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
You're
pull this
good
dice up
there?
here. Yep, I'm good. Let's roll some dice. Okay, I rolled a 9. Alright, I think I have to go first against you or else I'm really going to get screwed, so I'm going to go first. Oh, I didn't shuffle. I drew 4 of the same card. My bad.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Shuffle up. And I'm gonna need mine. Thank you.
Alright, drawn up. Alright, into game 3. I probably didn't need to tweak my deck super much against you, but I think just being able to tweak it a little bit to see what I'm doing is probably ideal.
Just getting a feel for the other cards. I mean, that's what we're here for. So
Yeah. Well, I like Warrior enough that like this just probably feels good to me anyway, and like I know the cards well enough from just playing so much of it and drafting a lot of goddamn Dorinthia over the weekend.
you played a little bit of Warrior, yeah.
Saber pitching cash in, leaving up 1 energy. Okay.
6.
Okay. I'm going to react. I'll Blade Runner, so I'll go again on that attack. My next attack will get +2.
Okay.
And I'm going to play, that'll consume that energy I had floating. I'm going to play Second Swing, pitching this Warrior's Valor, leaving me with 1 energy. And then I'll swing for Saber, so this will be 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you'll just take 2?
Yep.
Alright. Probably should have tried to force an Arsenal there for myself, but that still was pretty decent. I'll draw up, and I will get...
I can't tell if those are going in the...
1 copper. You're good. I'll clean it up. There you go. And then do you need me to shuffle your cards?
Yep, thank you. Okay. So... let's do...
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately against like a warrior or a guardian or something, Nourishing Emptiness will probably never work for you. I'll block
Well,
3 or 5, 6,
oh
7.
yeah, because of all gear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a reaction at 3? Yep. Okay. Oh, sorry, tunic. Draw my 3.
Okay.
Hopefully they come up here. Maybe give me a little shake. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Saber pitching blue, leaving up 2.
I'll take
Take
reactions.
2. Yeah, Blade Runner, going to 1. So I'll get go again.
Okay.
And then I'll swing another Saber for 5.
Now, are you going to be able to go again off this?
No, I technically I could, but I don't. Without Twinning Blade, which I took out, or a Dusk Path in there, I don't have another weapon to swing. So actually, I guess I'll go ahead and pay into Braveforge Bracers here before I swing the sword, if that's okay, just so I can get used to making sure that I force myself to do that, because I had that 1 floating energy. I'm gonna. So this would have cost 1, this would have cost 1, this would have cost 1, and then this is free. So I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3 on Braveforge, and then swing Centauri.
Coming in for 6.
6. Yep. Okay.
And then I'm gonna sink a card.
So if it helps you, if you right click, like if you hold both clicks, hold your left click, and yep, there you go.
Alright.
So you'll take 2.
Draw 1, take 2.
I'll get 2 copper off of that. I'll arsenal this and draw up past you.
Fix this 3rd card here.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not super what I wanted. I will pass.
Okay. Did you get to see your last card? Need me to shuffle it around?
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna red slice and dice.
Didn't come through. Can you just shake it real quick? Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Red slice and dice. What's that? Is that the plus what your
Yes.
card is?
My next one is +1, but if I attack a second time, it'll get +3.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Saber pitching this hit and run, leaving up 2 energy.
Okay, so
Just 3.
but if it hits, it has go again.
Nope.
But you have another way of cheating to go again. Let me think for just a minute.
Let me just make sure that I'm good on time. I got to pick Britt up in a bit, and then I got to hang out with Robert all afternoon. Okay, we're good.
And then 1 resource floating. scalding for 5.
Okay, that's pretty gross. I'll block. I'll block 3 of it with this Glint the Quicksilver. Take 2.
Okay, so do you...
I'll still have that energy there.
Okay, these resources are floating right
Because
now.
I pitched a blue hit and run whenever I attacked. Slice and Dice was free.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what's this first one coming in for? 3?
3 right now, yep.
I'll take 3.
Alright, I'm going to go to reactions. I'm going to play this Blade Runner, so that'll go again. Go to 1 energy. And then my second swing is going to come in for 2, 4, 7.
Take 3.
Okay, I'll get 2 more copper off of that. Because of my character ability.
Yep.
Move that all around. I guess I could have Brave Forged there. I need to be better with that. I could have just punished 1 more damage in there.
Sure.
I'll draw up, past you.
Wait for my cards to sync up here real quick.
Yep. I don't really... Yeah, we'll definitely try to work... Let's try to work as quickly as we can on getting you something. Can you... If you could see it with Tirana-ish, could you just see it with 5G if we put it, like, in your backyard?
I'm pretty sure if I do it in the backyard, we can switch to Tirana.
Well, I'll set you up for some time this week so you have enough time to try to set that up for yourself.
Okay.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm hoping that you don't just screw me here. I'm going to play Blood on Her Hands.
Okay.
Leave you open for react.
Yeah, so... Oh boy, with that coming out, I basically have to do this.
I'm going to pay all of my copper. I'm going to give this card... I'm going to just put a little marker on it just so we're... Because I have to trigger this no matter what you're doing now because I played it. That marker is going to signify that that sword has +1 because I'm going to pay 5 copper. I'm going to choose target one-hand weapon gains go again while attacking, so it'll be both of them. And then both of them will also be able to attack twice this turn, and then the left one will have +1.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my resources from Findel.
Please don't have a channel like Frigid.
I'm going to pitch...
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
That's so bad for me. I'm gonna break this, which I'll have to pay for. I'll pay for with this driving blade.
Okay.
Swing, which I'll have to pay 1 for. I'll pitch blue. I'll have 2 energy remaining. So this is gonna be
coming for
3 go again.
3.
And then I'll just attack with it again. 3 go again.
3.
2 go again. And then 2 go again, pitching Outland Skirmish. Arsenal. I would have killed you that turn without that channel like Frigid.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it only bought me a turn. It's still gonna be game.
Drop. And did you... How many sword hits did you take there? Just 2?
Just 2, yeah.
Okay, so I'll get 2 copper.
Go ahead.
Centauri Saber for 2. Coming at me for 5. I'll go to 13.
Okay. And then you're coming in for 2. Block 2.
Okay, I'll go to reacts. I'll play Blade Runner. Going to 0 energy. Alright. So I'll get go again.
Yep.
I'll hit and run. Centauri for 8.
Will this have go again?
Yes, but I don't have another weapon to swing. Or, I'm sorry, that's for 9 because of the Blade Runner.
Oh, that's game then.
Why, you can block how much? 6? And you'll take 3. You were at 4. So you'll go to 1.
Oh, okay.
And I'll arsenal this. I will get 2 more copper, I believe. Draw up. Okay. You just drew up.
And yeah.
Do you have any combo here to kill me?
No, I mean, I can't see my cards, but I would say it's very unlikely.
Let me dance your cards so you can see them.
Yeah.
So today we learned that Blade Runner is probably broken.
Yeah, pretty good.
Might even make me want to play, because does it say, it just says one-hand weapon, right? Yeah. So Blade Runner also makes Axis Dorinthia kind of funny. I don't know if Axis Dorinthia is really going to be a thing, but Spill Blood just is really good. And if you can have Spill Blood on a turn with a Blade Runner, even a Blade Runner blue, like, that's pretty good.
Okay, they popped up.
I've got Minerva Themis I flipped up in my arsenal. So one-hand weapons will have +1 power. When I hit, I get a lesson counter. I'll just swing a saber, pitching Warrior's Valor.
3.
Okay, I will Blade Runner.
Yep.
Going to 1. I'll pay into Brave Forge with that 1. Come in for 4. Or sorry, 3, 4, 5 because of Minerva. So you block 4, 5, 6. I've got a route, so that's game, I think.
Yep.
I'll route this stir back to your hand.
Yeah, I don't know how to... that and Oldham were very rough matchups for me. I don't know if I need to be blocking more against you. I don't really understand the best way of handling that.
I don't know. She feels pretty good.
I just feel like I can't block enough against you to get enough trickle through to actually win. Unless I just have to block until I can just do absolutely massive turns. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the play is either. If you can block, like if you can put that Emeritus Scalding into your arsenal, and then just block me with 3 cards, so you're preventing 9 of my damage, and then pitch a blue for 5, and just do that, twice. Voltic Bolt kind of feels the same in blue there, right? Because what's Voltic Bolt blue? 4?
3.
Okay, that's still pretty similar for a blue. You know what I mean? Like, if you can Crucible into that for a blue, because it's for 2, you're coming in for 4 then. If you can do that, get Emeritus, and then just block me for 9 a turn, that's probably pretty decent. Obviously, your Channel Lake Frigid really shut me down. Minerva Height promo card to the moon.
Channel Lake and Blizzard are good against you for sure.
Yes, the only problem is that Blizzard feels weird because I'm running a decent amount of yellow because I can get away with yellow because my second sword swing is free. So, that game I only went to 13 just because I knew I could just take what you were doing. For sure, Minerva feels really good, though. because I had 4 copper there, and one more Minerva turn. Like, once I hit, I would have been able to go get blood on her hands, which would have let me pop it on the same turn because it's a 0 cost, and I would have had enough copper to just
Yeah.
OTK essentially again. I don't know if Oath of Steel matters. I think Oath of Steel might be just, again, one of the worst warrior majestics you can get, because it technically just feels worse than Slice and Dice, I think, or Outland Skirmish, because you're netting more out of it even with an Oath of Steel. Even with Twinning Blade, you're attacking for +1, +2, +3 with 3 attacks, which overall is +6 if you set up. Otherwise, a 0 for +3 is just better, or with Slice and Dice, technically it's a 0 for +4 in a setup turn. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that just feels worse than, like, anything, because even second swing there is really, really good. Yeah, I'll shuffle up and play again. I believe.
You have time for one more?
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
Okay.
I told Britt that she needs to give me. Oh, Ryan's watching our stream, because we were talking about Tirana, and he's like, "Yeah, we need to try getting him Tirana." Yeah, I think I have plenty of time. Britt is supposed to tell me way ahead of time before I need to go pick her up, so we've got enough time to continue rolling. So you rolled a 9 here. I'm gonna probably just let you go first, just to see if that feels significantly worse for me anyway, if that's what you'd want to do, and you would have won this roll anyway.
Okay. So I will, opt to go first then. Let's do... Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. As soon as it gets drug up there anyway. We'll pitch the channel for it, so just coming in for 6.
Yeah, I'll block, honestly, Arcanite Skullcat probably feels okay against you because you're coming in for those. I'll block 2 of it because that's all I can block.
Okay.
Take 4.
4, yep. So Arsenal, Tunic, and
okay.
And then you'll have to give me a shake here in a minute.
We're gonna call this the high ping shimmy.
Yeah, the high ping shimmy. Yep.
The funny thing is, like, your mouse and everything loads properly for me.
Yeah, it's just like I'll have these. It's almost always when I draw cards. I don't know if that's when, TTS has the most drag or what, but it seems like every time.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Is my stream still working fine? Anybody that's watching? Okay, now it's acting like we're going back to normal. I'm not sure why my net would be bad.
Go ahead and just try shaking me one more time.
Well, I think that this problem the whole time here was probably me, because now YouTube's even telling me that my stream looks bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good to go now.
Okay. I will... Driving Blade, pitching Hit and Run.
Okay.
Leaving me 1 energy.
We'll do... Four.
I guess I block none of it. I'll go to 12. Coming in for 5. Five, go again automatically. Okay. And then I will come in for 2 more.
Are you paying for that?
It's free.
That one's free. Yep. Block 3.
Okay, I'll get 1 copper. Pitch that. Try to arsenal this. Shuffle that down. Keep that one card in hand. I will draw 3.
I'll tune it. And then if you can shake my cards, assuming I drew them anyway.
1 second. I'm just asking chat. I don't know who all's watching. It might just be Ryan. My YouTube keeps popping up and saying there's not enough video to maintain a stream. But everything looks okay. I mean, I know that we keep getting bad ping, but I don't really...
Okay. My cards did come up, so I
Okay.
should be good.
It's your turn, I believe? Or
Sorry,
you
no,
just drew up, didn't you?
I Arsenal and yeah, I did.
Tunic, okay. Just making sure.
I need to clean up here, but yes. Go ahead.
Gonna Spoils of War, pitching Blade Runner, leaving myself 2 energy. Response?
Yep, we're just gonna shit out a pot. I mean, poop out a pot real quick.
Okay. In that case, okay, this is interesting. I don't really know. I turned everything off for upload, so my internet's just super bad today, I guess. I'm even hardwired to my router.
Yeah, me too. It's not making any difference.
Oh, Ryan says that the video is hard pausing and the audio has been super intermittent, so yeah, it's just been a bad day. I guess I should have recorded this as well to upload secondary. We've been able to play okay. We'll just have to plan better for stream next time, I guess. I'm not really sure. I don't know why we would have start getting choppy. Anyway, Spoils of War. I'll go ahead and swing first Saber, which will automatically have go again from Spoils. This is coming in for 4. If it hits, I'll get 2 copper. Gonna block 4. Okay.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna play second swing for my energy. And I'll do my second sword swing for free. Coming in for 6. If it hits, 2 copper. Okay, so you'll take 2. So I'll get 2 copper from that, and 1 copper from Kassai's ability.
5. No, yeah, you got in for 6. Okay.
And I will Arsenal this.
Okay.
And pass to you. Drawing 3.
Okay. I'm going to Arsenal this. I'm going to draw 4. Holy crap, they came through. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream for a minute and come right back just to see if just restarting the stream is going to help here. So 1 second. We're going to do... I'm going to let's see what it does. Okay. Sorry about that. We are back to excellent connection, so it may just be my computer. We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start. You have a full hand and an arsenal here. I'm going to start by cashing in on my copper. So I'll remove all of that. Draw 2 cards. Do you have any response to cash in?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do...
So technically, I guess these 2 cards that I drew are not in my hand yet because you can do this on the layer.
Yeah. Emirates for 5.
That's pretty gross. I don't even remember what the cards I have were, so I'm going to go ahead and block 2 of it, float 1 energy, take 3, go to 9.
Okay.
And then I'll draw these 2 cards.
Yep.
So I'm floating 1 energy from that. What's this? Can't even look at my own arsenal card? Cool. Oh, I was holding caps lock, not shift. Okay. Then I'm going to... I guess, honestly, I'm just going to swing the saber. Going to 0 energy.
Just for 2 right now?
Dose. Yes, sir.
I'll take 2.
Alright, I'm going to go to reactions. I'm going to Blade Runner.
Okay.
And I'm going to pay for that by pitching this blue. Having 2 energy remaining. So I'll have go again there. I'm going to hit and run red. And do another saber. This one's free. This is going to come in for 2. 5, 8.
Sorry, no defense reactions.
No react. I'll go ahead and route here. You'll get to just play it right back. You're going to put that back on top. Then I'm going to bounce the Fate Foreseen back to your hand, which you'll get to play again anyway. Or does this say may? Oh, you may return. So I won't return anything on the route. I'll just get the +3.
Okay, sure.
So I won't let you look again. Not that it matters. So you'll just take 3. I'll arsenal this. I'll get 2 copper. And I haven't blocked with these Brave Forge, so I don't have a marker on them this game. Arsenal that card. Shuffle my pitch. Draw 4. Pass to you. Arsenal pass.
Yep. Just let my cards boot up here real quick. Oh, you're missing a Blade Runner up there as well.
My bad. I'll shuffle
no,
it.
you're good. Okay, those came through.
Okay. What's this? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do then. Driving Blade, pitching Glint to Quicksilver, leaving up 1 energy. And you're gonna respond. The Winner's Bite. Discard a card unless I pay 1. I will pay the 1, but I will still get the Frostbite here. Which is certainly going to be rough. That is really bad. I actually think I have to just end my turn on that.
You do?
1 second. I might. 1 second.
Yep.
I mean, I could pop my Courage of Blade hold to be able to swing, I guess.
Up to you.
You're at 8. I think breaking a turn here is really bad, so... yeah, I'll pop Courage pitching this red, which will remove the Frostbite. Come in for 5. Go again.
No go. Oh, it does have go again.
Driving Blade gives a go again.
Okay, let's do it this way then. I'm gonna Fate. I'll take how much? 2?
I'm coming in for 5, so you take 1.
Oh, sorry. Take 1. Did this card come off the top?
It did, but you didn't look at it yet.
No, can you just... I can't actually see it on the board. Can you just try moving it for me?
I'm just going to pop it in your hand, I guess. It's this card.
Oh. It's starting to load.
Okay.
Um,
So you'll take 1.
okay. Yep, I took the 1. I was at 8, I went to 7.
And then I'll come in for 2. Just coming in for 2.
Yeah, I'll take.
I'll get 2 copper
And
then.
you're, on your end step, I'm going to break potion, pitch nourishing, come in for 7.
Okay, I gotta go to 2.
Okay.
And then you probably have game.
Oops.
So I'll draw up 3 cards.
Okay, on my turn, I'm going to arsenal this. Draw to 4.
I'm gonna pay 4 copper. Yeah, I'll let you look at them 1 second.
Yep.
Did they come through?
Not yet.
High paying shimmy.
Not yet. Okay, there we go.
So I'm gonna play blood on her hands. I'm gonna just choose go again. I may attack twice. And you're gonna channel like frigid, which is gonna give me a frostbite, right? Because he played that from Arsenal. Okay. Paying 2. Hit and run. So this will be 2 go again. Or sorry, I gotta pay 3 for that. Dope. I paid 3.
3 go. Okay. We'll sink. I will not choose to sink any cards though.
Okay. My next attack would cost 1 less, but I literally can't do anything with it. So that'll be a waste of a turn. Pass to you.
Okay, hold on. At your end step then, you have 1 card in hand.
Yep. You have more than 1 arcane?
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna pitch.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't have any
Use
energy.
tunic.
So
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah.
game.
Yep. All right. Good. Now I know what I need to do. I just gotta slow roll you. And obviously going first is a benefit to me.
Yeah, having this in hand against you when I can't force the arsenal card out, because like this sat in my arsenal for 4 turns. Like that was just purely bad. Like that wasn't fun.
Yeah, I definitely need to. Definitely have to play a little slower against you.
Well, now you know that you can win.
Yeah,
I pulled off.
I gotta play slower, a lot slower, which is fine.
I'm gonna try the skull cap.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna make that much difference because I'm not running that much blue. But we'll see what happens.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Did I draw? What did I?
You did.
Oh.
If you can't see them, we're gonna roll dice anyway. Got a 4.
4.
Also 4. 9. 10.
All right, I will take the play.
Go ahead. Nourishing, huh?
Yeah.
I'll block.
Yep. Arsenal. Oh, tune it.
Yep.
Oh shit. Sorry. Okay.
Saber pitching Outland Skirmish.
Just coming in for 2 right now.
Yep.
Go ahead. Four.
I've only got 1 right now, so I'll block. I'll block 1 with my remaining energy from Outland Skirmish, going to 1 energy, and I'll take 3.
Okay, and then you're coming in for 2.
Yep.
Let's just go ahead and take that.
Okay, I'll go ahead and Blade Runner. Give it go again.
Yep.
Paying that energy, and then I will Saber for 4 for free.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So you'll take 1.
Yep, I took it.
Okay, I'll get 2 copper off of that. Shuffle Blade Runner. I will arsenal this card and put my pitch down. I'll have 1 card in hand, so I'll draw 3. Pass to you. Just Arsenal pass, okay.
Yep. Good.
Beginning of my turn, I'm going to flip up Minerva.
Okay.
So I'll have +1 on 1-hand weapons while she's there. When I hit, she'll get a study counter. After 3 hits, I'll get to get my specialization card.
Can you,
Yep, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to play Outland Skirmish Red. Just make sure that we're still streaming properly. Yeah, we're good. Outland Skirmish Red.
Go ahead.
And then I will attack with a Saber, pitching Outland Skirmish Blue, leaving up 2 energy. I'll pay the 2 energy for the Blizzard.
Okay, you will get a frostbite though.
Yep.
And then you're coming in for how much? 5?
6 because of Minerva.
Oh, that's right. And what happens if it hits?
I get a lesson counter, and after 3 lesson counters, I get to go grab that blood on her hands.
We'll block 6.
Okay, I will Glint, paying 1 for the frostbite. I get to draw a card. And I'll have go again now. I'll swing Saber for 3.
Will this have go again?
No, but Outland Skirmish does say the next time a weapon attack hits this turn, create a copper token.
Okay, so I need to at least block 3 or you're going to create a copper.
Yeah.
I'll block 3.
Okay. Then I'll get no copper off of my ability or Outland Skirmish. I'll shuffle these down. Draw 3 cards. Pass to you.
Yep, I'm drawing up and passing. So
Okay.
my cards through here.
Yeah, filling that arsenal slot feels pretty bad on those mentors as well.
You can just give me a shimmy. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna hit and run. This will not give me any bonus, but my next weapon will get go again. Okay.
Hit for 3.
Oh, that's pretty cool for this. I'll take. I'll pitch block 1, take 2, go to 15. Leave up 2 energy.
Go ahead.
Swing saber going to 1 energy. So this is 2 go again, or sorry, 3 go again.
3.
Okay. I'll play second swing, going to 0 energy. And saber for 7.
Reactions.
No react. You're gonna block 7.
Block
Dope.
7.
Dope. Making me keep my arsenal full of junk. I'll shuffle that down. Draw 3 cards. Go to you.
I'm just going to be drawing up here as soon as I get cleaned up.
Okay, need me to show them to you?
Yeah.
I like that we'll go from 99 millisecond ping to 999 millisecond ping literally instantly for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like these weird spikes.
Can you see it?
Yep, they're through now.
Okay. I'm gonna Spoils of War, pitching Driving Blade Red. And then I'll attack with a Saber, pitching Blade Runner. So this is 5, go again. 2 energy remaining.
Oh, it's getting pumped for Minerva.
Yeah.
Okay. Reactions.
No react. Okay.
I'm not gonna sink.
Sure. And then I will second swing, going to 1 energy. Come in for 7.
Take 4.
Okay, I'll get 2 copper off of that, and then 1 copper at the end of turn because of my ability. And I'll get finally 1 counter on Minerva. And draw up.
Yep, same. Just wait for my cards to get loaded up here.
Let me shuffle that. Show you your cards.
Yep. Okay, I'm through.
Alright, I'm gonna slice and dice red. React. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and I'm going to play hit and run. So I'll go again on my next attack. Coming in, pitching cash in for, this will just be for 3, 4. 4 go again.
in for 4.
4 go again. Yep.
Block 3, take 1.
Okay. That'll give me a token on Minerva. And then coming in for 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, just 6. Okay, so that will give me a token on Minerva. At the start of your turn, if there are 3 or more lessons on her, banish her, search your deck for a specialization, put it face up in your arsenal, and then shuffle. So I will go ahead and do that. I'm going to put these 2 away. I'm going to banish Minerva, and I get to search my deck. And get a blood on her hands. Put that there. Shuffle my deck. I'll get 2 copper there because I hit you twice. So I'll have 7 total. I'll end turn. Draw 3. Pass to you. Alright. Let me know when you can see your cards and I'll take my turn. If you have a channel like Frigid here, I might just rage quit.
I'll let you know here in a minute. Alright. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to play this blood on her hands. Destroying or going down to 3 copper total. I'm going to choose both 3 times, so I'll get +1 on both of my swords. They'll both attack. Any reacts? I'm going to attack twice. They'll both get +1. And they'll both have go again automatically. If there are no reacts, I'm going to break courage. I'm not sure if you just died or if your internet's just pooping, but
No.
Okay.
I don't have any reaction.
Okay. Sorry, you just didn't say anything. I just wanted to make sure we were good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then I will swing my first saber for free. This is coming in for just 3. I'm going to put a 1 there. Okay. I'll play a...
I think you still win, because these are going to both swing 2 more times.
I can swing that one more time, and then I can swing my other one twice.
That's fine. We'll play it out, but I'm pretty sure you got it.
So that one came in for 3, blocked 4. I'm going to play this hit and run yellow before I attack again.
Oh, wait. I didn't... You were coming in for 3 and I blocked 4.
Yes. Nothing there. So I'm going to hit and run, and then I'm going to attack with that same saber again, but this time it's coming in for 6. Or, I'm sorry, 5 from the hit and run. Okay? So that sword can no longer attack. I'm going to remove that hit and run. The chain has technically not broken yet, but I'm just moving those out of the way. And then I can attack with this one twice. This one's coming in for just 3.
3.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and route that back to your hand. If you don't have any more reacts, that's game.
Yep.
Okay.
Feels bad, man.
So if you don't force me to have to hold my Minerva, then I can Shrek you.
Yeah, I don't really know. This is just going to be a bad matchup for me, I think, because I don't really think that I'm playing it wrong. I think I have to just play it slow against you. The problem is you just get so much through that I don't know if it makes a difference.
Well, I think that the 2 routes being, well, obviously Blade Runner's a reaction, but those are really there just to be able to swing twice. But the 2 routes being the choice of, it almost never feels bad to route somebody. I mean, that
card is just strong.
I couldn't do it to you whenever you were Fate Foreseeing because you could just Fate again anyway.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, blood on her hands... probably as broken as we thought it was. If you can have 6 copper is better, but if you can have even 4, you're solid. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because I had four. I had a handful because Minerva let me fetch that. Had a handful of cards, which I technically had another pump 2 in my hand. I guess Blade Runner would have worked too, but even without being able to attack a third time from, or Dusk Path Pilgrimage or Twinning Blade.
Basically, if I don't have a channel or if I don't have Channel Lake or I don't have Blizzard and you play Blood on Her Hands, I'm probably gonna lose.
Well, I would have been able to pay for Blizzard with this Blade Runner. I wouldn't have been able to pay for Route as easily, but I could have also paid for Route with this Warrior's Valor. But I could have played for Blizzard here. Honestly, with a hand full, even if you had a Channel Lake out and I broke Courage...
the problem is everything is so cheap in that deck that you can just get it out regardless. Like, everything is...
That's what I was going to say. Even with a Channel Lake Frigid, I could have attacked 4 times by just pitching this Blade Runner and Warrior's Valor. And then I could have arsenaled Route for next turn.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't really understand how I need to play that, because I guess I just have to literally block and only get in chip damage. Because that seems like the only way that I could get your life down. The only time I basically got damage through was on your turn.
I think you need a little bit more zero-cost Arcane, so you could block with 3 cards and then just hit me for 3 Arcane or make me pitch a card from hand to block some of it.
Yeah, I had Zap here initially, but I just,
I mean, that Timekeeper's Whim is pretty decent, just because if you play it, even in blue, it's hitting for 3, right? And
yeah, the main reason I'm running that is against, when I was playtesting against Oldham.
Yeah, you were probably going all the way through your deck.
I was getting through most of it, so those would have been valuable just to have, and which is because I actually wound up taking out Expose the Elements, because although on paper it seems like it would be super good, it's not really, and you can't use it because it's an elemental card to keep up Channel Lake, so it's just kind of
well, yeah, especially because you're not threatening people for... Like, the only thing that it can do is blow up a piece of Nullrune, right? Because you're never threatening enough damage that they have to block you with equipment.
I think it would be very good, because you could technically blow their boots up and just turn them off.
Oh, the boots don't have temper or anything? No. Interesting.
No. So there are a few pieces of equipment that, or even Metacarpus, you could just force a blow up.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the generics have 0, like the non-blocking cards. So, I mean, there's potential for it, but it never felt. I never did anything with it, basically. And then with it also not being able to keep up Channel Lake, it wasn't worth the slot, basically.
Against a non-wizard, this Valiant Dynamo is going to feel super good too. Like, obviously, we're just playing these wizard games, so Valiant Dynamo is worthless.
Well, that whole deck's going to feel better, because like I said, your sword is almost always going to get pump +1. Typically. Like,
yeah.
Most people are going to be blocking with attack action cards, right? Like, I mean, of course you're... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I really want to try the new helmet in her as well. I just don't have one, so I didn't want to plan on using one, and I know that I could use your skull cap, worst case, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's going to probably be okay, because if you pump her sword to 6 in whatever way, you could blow up the helmet, which, what's the helmet do? Sharp Eye, I think? Because it says more than twice its base power, so it can't just be 4 for twice its base power, it'd have to be at least 5. 1 second. I think it's like Helmet Sharp Eye, but I'm not sure enough to... Yeah. Helm of Sharp Eye says... as a reaction for 1, destroy Helm of the Sharp Eye, banish a top card of your deck. You may play it this combat chain. Activate this ability only if you control a weapon with power greater than twice its base power. So for 1, I could always net an extra card sometime if I needed it.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily the best thing. In the swing, red probably makes it in here too, on the second pass. Um, what the heck's going on? Just because I'm attacking twice so much that in the swing, coming in red for just a +3 for free, where there's no reprise on it, probably worth in here. I kind of want to try a game of Benji while we still have a little bit of time here, with Benji with new cards.
Play whatever you like. I'm just trying to get some. And honestly, that's a lie. I played one ninja game against Logan. He wasn't playing Benji obviously, but yeah, play whoever you want. I could use the practice.
Benji, Blitz. I haven't built it yet. I'm just gonna go see if somebody has. This is pretty much what I wanted to play. Yeah, we'll just try this.
I'm gonna run to the restroom while you're getting that deck set up real quick.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna try this mask just because it lets you.
New one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mask of Momentum's probably better just because it can trigger more, but I'm gonna try the mask just to see what happens. And then I think 3 Null Rune with Ninja is probably the play. I'm gonna check on my dogs real quick and then we can continue. I just want to make sure they didn't eat something.
Yep, no problem.
I don't know if you heard, but my dogs ate $300 in brand new flooring. Thursday night, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah, while it was still new and plastic.
What was it like like faux wood flooring? Or
Yep, just laminate. Thor broke out of his cage and literally chewed up 3 boxes of it. Okay. I don't know if this is necessarily how I would play this, but we're gonna try it. Alright, I got a 9. Not a 9. I'll go first.
Yep.
So you don't have any gear that blocks for 2, so I'm basically just racing you here.
Do my cards...
They did, 1 second.
Yep, there they are. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna... Soul Bead. So you can't block.
Oh. Yeah, how does he read?
Can't be defended by cards from hand.
Yeah, so 2.
And then you will be able to block this. I'm going to Zephyr Needle for 3, pitching Salt to Wound. You'll get +1 because of Benji's ability. When an attack action hits, your next attack this turn gets +1 power. So that'll be 3 go again. Okay. You don't need to block it with 2 cards. I mean,
well, it's gonna break, and then
no,
the
that's not how it works. You have to block one of those cards has to have more than that. By a card with greater defense.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. 3.
Yep, and then head jab, 2 unblocked, unblockable.
Yep.
And all Kodachi.
Oh, sorry, I didn't take that, did I? 2. I need to take 2 more.
Yeah, it'll be 5 total. And I'll arsenal this.
Okay.
And draw past you.
Well, assuming my cards load up here. Yep, okay.
It's your turn. Because that was turn 1, you would have drawn up anyway.
Oh. Well, then still would have done what I did.
Oh, just arsenal pass? Okay.
Yeah.
End of your turn, I'm going to gain 3, going to 20.
Yep.
Come in for 1 unblockable. Zephyr Needle for 3. Alright, I'm gonna razor that so I won't break. Pitching Fate Foreseen. So you'll take 2. And I will draw up, past you.
Okay. We'll hope merchants. Draw 3 eventually.
Does not show that you've drawn anything.
Oh, I haven't?
No.
Okay. Did those ones pop up?
Yep, now you did. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Maybe.
Okay. Sorry, this is whose turn?
Your turn.
Oh. Alright, look that up then. Yeah, I did. That's fine. Oh, fuck me.
Coming in for 4.
Culinary 5. Or 4, excuse me. No, 5. Yep. Crucible gets it.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Okay. I'll block, I'll block 1 of it, pitching Fate Foreseen, and I'm just going to gain 3 life, so I won't take anything.
Alright, and then, we'll draw up and pass.
Okay. Gonna E-strike. Just for 7. You didn't draw anything.
Okay. Alright. 7?
7.
Again? Oh no, 5.
No go again, just 7.
Big 4.
Okay. I'll
On
pass.
your end step.
Yep.
One resource floating.
Six. I go to 14.
7. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Aether Wind also adds +1. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll draw up. Pass to you.
Yeah, I mean we could probably just call this. There's no way that I outrace you. Not a chance. Katsu I can block, so
Yeah.
with me not being able to block you.
My problem here is that I just drew 4 cards and none of them have go again.
Oh, well, how does that work? Just because of the combo lines that it's running?
Yeah, because I'm running these null room boots, and I have more life than you.
Did my
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay. Go ahead.
Life for life, unblockable. Gain a life. Pass to you. Problem is, I don't think this deck list is running that new ninja card that gives your next attack with base power 2 or less go again. So I might, honestly, if I still have time after this game, I might just go make this deck myself real quick because I already know what I want to run. Oh, and that sucks too. Oh, I can't. Mask of the Pouncing Lynx just has Blade Break, so I guess I'll just take 6, go to 8. You'll get your +1 in. My dog will continue to bark in the other room.
I can't really hear them at all. Yeah, that one needs to get
Okay,
there.
I was gonna say, did you actually pitch that or did you break that? But you pitched it. All right, you'll drop to 5.
Yes. Oh yeah, sorry. I guess that was premature on the Arsenal, but yes, I will draw to. No, oh no. I will draw. Basically, this card was in my hand. I thought I was on my turn. So
you
I'm
are.
going to.
You are.
Or,
you attack with Nourishing
Arsenal
Emptiness.
Arsenal that draw 4. Sorry.
Okay.
That Wizard Life.
Is that a defense reaction?
No.
Okay, that might do it then.
Can you refresh my cards here though?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, I'll come in for 1.
Okay. 1 damage.
Yep.
Unblockable. I will take, and then I'm going to respond. Hold on. We're going to. Sorry, I got to think about how I'm going to do this. First thing we're going to do, Blizzard.
Yeah, I'll pay.
Okay. Next, I'm going to stir pitching 3 Crucible.
Okay.
So that's paid. Pitch Timekeepers. 2 floating.
Coming in for 6.
Actually, I'm gonna Metacarpus that.
Okay, coming in for 7.
Yep.
I'll block 3 of it. Take 4. Go to 4.
And then I'm going to
Snap back for 3 more.
and I'm gonna pay 1 more Metacarpus before it pops.
All right, I'll block 3. Take 1.
Okay.
I'll Spring Tidings for 2 unblockable, which will let me draw 2 cards. And I'm also going to break Pounce of the Lynx, search my deck, and grab Spring Tidings. And I will go with Ride the Tailwind for 2 or for 1 unblockable. Life for life for.
Hold on. Technically, oh, it still has go again though. Never mind. It's irrelevant. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Spring Tidings has go again. I drew my cards. I get the Spring Tidings in my hand. And Ride the Tailwind. 1 unblockable. Obviously, that's game.
Well, that's what I was saying. Technically, I could block that damage with Tunic.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah, you could block this one with Tunic.
It's not good. That's what I'm saying. It's still irrelevant because that doesn't like stop the trigger of go again on this or anything. So you still got it.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was close though.
I could have life. I just want to see how far I can take this chain real quick off of 2 cards.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ride the Tailwind would let me life for a life and have go again if you didn't block it with Tunic thereof, of course. So that'll hit, and then I can Spring Tidings again, which will automatically hit, and that's going to draw me 5 more cards. Just want to see how far I can take it, and not very much further. I've got a Head Jab for another unblockable, and then I could have Razor Reflexed that with a Sink Below, and then I could have E-Striked for 7 on the end, putting this on the bottom. So yeah, Spring Tidings is as broken as we think it is, and Mask of the Pouncing Lynx being able to go grab it is pretty broke.
It's pretty rough. That game was closer than I thought it was going to be, though. Because like at the midway point, I did not think it was going to be even remotely that close.
I'm gonna change out these boots for snaps, and do another one.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that I'm not needed elsewhere. All right, 18 life feels a little weird for you probably. I mean, 17 life feels really weird on Benji, but I pretty much know at least turn 1 I'm going to be able to do whatever I want, and turn 2...
Well, and the fact that you run 2 red sigils doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to allow you to like keep plinking in unblockable damage while you gain life. I mean, that's, yeah, pretty harsh.
Okay, I'll go first. The Zephyr Needle doesn't feel super bad. It's less ideal because...
I don't know what's going on with my deck here. Is this shuffled or...
I just shuffled you. Go ahead.
Okay.
I put you at 18.
Oh, my screen is not caught up to that. So just, sorry, readjust me back to whatever we need there. Must be having a pretty bad spike right here. I attempted to draw 4.
It didn't work. I'm putting 4 in your hand and shimmying them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going first. Then.
I'm going first. I rolled higher.
Oh, you want to go first? Okay, go ahead.
Yep, I'm gonna Scar first Scar. That'll be 2 unblockable. Go again.
What color? Blue.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will Salt the Wound for 4 because of Benji's ability.
Sink.
Yep, and I don't even think I want to arsenal that. I'll arsenal this past you because you don't attack me, so putting a defense reaction feels super bad. I'll draw 3 past you.
Tunic.
Six.
Full pick for 6. Yep.
I'll block 2 of it. Take 4.
I'll keep that card in hand. Did my other cards come through?
Nope. Still no. I'm putting them in your hand. There you go.
Alright. Alright, they're still loading in here.
Still?
Not yet. Wow, this one's taking a minute. There we go. It looks like, yeah, I think we're loaded in now.
Alright, I'm gonna soul bead for an unblockable 2 go again.
Two, yep.
And I'll just do another unblockable 2.
Yep.
No go again. And I'll arsenal what was left in my hand. Draw 4. Pass to you.
Okay. This.
6.
Yep.
I'll block 2 of it. Take 4. Go to 9. End of your turn. I'm gonna sigil. Going back to 12.
Yeah. Arsenal. This. Did I tunic?
Yes.
Okay. Draw 3.
Okay. It hasn't. It didn't actually draw you 3. Getting significantly worse as we go, apparently.
Has it drawn me any yet?
Nope.
Maybe just pull them off for me. I could see my original card slide over. Okay, yep. Okay. Got down here. Yep, okay.
Head jab. 1 unblockable.
Yep.
I gotta discard a card unless I pay 1.
Yep.
I guess I'll just pay.
Okay.
And I'll come in with Zephyr Needle for 3. Paying 2. And you'll break my Zephyr Needle. Okay. I'll draw it. Go ahead.
It feels better to do that on your turn, but I really can't afford it. I am an Arsenal pass.
Okay. I'm going to... yeah, I'll wait for you to draw your 2 cards. Here you go.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
2 unblockable.
First, we're gonna do. Make sure I got the numbers for this. 3, 4, 3, 4. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just gonna lay this down just so can do some math here. Okay. Yeah. So first thing I'm gonna do is respond with Blizzard.
I will pay for it.
Okay. Okay, that doesn't want to move, but that's fine. Next thing I'm gonna do, tunic for boots. Sorry. Okay. 7.
Okay. I'll go to 5. I'll pay 2 and take 1, go to 4. And then you'll take 2 unblockable.
Oh, did I not take that? Yep.
No.
Go ahead.
And then I'll go in for 7. Seven.
Yeah, I took it.
Okay, and then I'll go ahead and pop mask, and that'll be game. I'll just grab.
Oh.
I'll just grab Soul Bead Strike and come in for 2 unblockable. Actually, you can block 1 on Tunic, so I won't take Soul Bead Strike in that case. I will take Spring Tiding because I'll draw a card. You shuffle. You'll block with Tunic, right? Shuffle. I'll draw 2 cards, and I got fucked because I don't draw them until the hit. So Arsenal. Oh no, I can come in with a Kodachi for the last one without arsenaling that card. You know what I mean? I can just Kodachi for because the Kodachi wasn't broken. Yeah.
Yep. All right, I can win that game though.
Oh yeah, dude, that Emeritus for frickin' 7 off of the boots. That's crazy good. You get that somewhere that you can hit it, like ridiculous.
I think that well, especially if I get to go first this matchup, I think I could. I think this is beatable. This feels more beatable than
Kasai.
Yeah, Kasai and Oldham feel rough against her. Ninjas, this is rougher than the Katsu matchup I did.
I could have also done Enlightened Strike for 7 and pop snaps and punished more damage there. I'm gonna have this built. I don't know if I'm like once I get I'm gonna need to open another box of Everfest before I can, but once I have this built, I think that this will be fun. Like that Spring Tidings with Mask is so gross. Like if you can Spring Tidings on a chain.
I feel like Mask. I feel like Link's mate. I don't know. Mask of Momentum is so good.
Yes, but Mask of Momentum can be blocked. I mean, it's harder to block it here. The problem is, with Benji's ability, unless you have a blue for 1 as your second attack that's going to force in for 2, you also can kind of hurt yourself because then they can block something if I pump it to 3. You know what I mean? Because, like, this is in yellow.
Well, that's why when I built, it was funny because I didn't know what I was doing when I built him, but I only built things that were 1 or 2 attack. So basically, you could sequence it to where you would always be getting in for like 2, even if he pumped it. You know what I mean? It wasn't effective, obviously, because like I said, I didn't really know what I was doing. But that in my head was the thought, was like, well, if
Well,
he's gonna pump it by 1, you could sequence it where you went 2, 1, 2. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
what they're typically doing here is they're going for like a finisher here. So basically, what they'll do is 2, and not necessarily spring tiding for 2, but like you'll go 2, 2, or you'll go 2, 1, 2, and then you'll E strike on the end for 7, or push the point for 7,
Well,
or
that's
flying
what.
kick for 7.
Yeah, that's what. When that's exactly what he said. He's like, yeah, you need like a punishing move to be able to tack onto the end of this. And I was like, okay, well. And then I never messed with it after we played that ultimate pit fight.
100 wins is okay. I think the defense reactions just feel bad against you, but would be fine in a normal matchup. Obviously, Scar for a Scar is always going to feel good. This Ride the Tailwind card that they put out is super good because it lets you play Snatch without being punished as bad. Or, Scar for a Scar, if you're up on life, it doesn't feel as bad.
No, this pairs really nicely with Snatch.
Um,
Obviously, yeah, anything that gives you card draw is going to be.
the 100 wins are pretty good. Also, technically, like, Soul Bead Strike is one that's going to get blocked a lot.
That just if you just have a chain of those,
Yeah.
That card's neat.
It's not necessarily the best in here because, actually, Spring Tiding only cares about the base power, but what they can do is block your 100 wins, and then Spring Tidings, wherever it went. Spring Tiding says each other action card with 2 or less base power you control in the combat chain. So this doesn't even care about hits, is the crazy thing. So as long as you can
it's getting the stack regardless. Yeah, that's.
So if you have 2 into the Spring Tidings, and that Spring Tidings is gonna hit against, especially a wizard, you're really gonna be. You might honestly want to run Skullcap in this matchup, probably, instead of Hope Merchant's Hood.
Because honestly, I was down on life almost the whole time, so I could have been also getting blocks. You're right. That is for
Well,
this matchup.
if you can get that block for 2 in, you can stop a Spring Tiding, which is what you care about the most. And like you have other matchups where Skullcap is probably okay as well, since you have one. I'm gonna end up having to purchase one. But yeah,
for like $100 now.
yeah, it's super cheap at the moment. I'm thinking about picking one up before we do the calling. But yeah, like these finishers, like Salt the Wounds is okay, especially if you salted the wound on like a big Spring Tidings turn.
Oh yeah.
And really, really the mask difference here between these two masks, like Mask of Momentum's going to feel better over a long game, but Mask of the Pouncing, if you can set up a double Spring Tidings turn, just
that's pretty heinous.
I mean, even like we did here in the first game, I could do like 1 attack into Spring Tidings is still drawing 2 cards, and as long as those are attacks, like I would probably play him with less of these Razor Reflexes and stuff in it, just because you're kind of going for these finishers, like Razor Reflex Red maybe.
You're almost better off just having more go again, like guaranteed go again.
Yeah, the Razor Reflex Reds I think are worth because they can let you Zephyr Needle and not be scared about it breaking.
The other thing that probably would have harshed your vibe a lot, and I never got one off in either of our games, was the Channel Lake.
Well, yes and no. The problem with that is I'm running so much blue it almost doesn't matter. Yeah, you're going to probably make me play 1 less card on the chain, and I definitely won't be able to do a Spring Tidings finisher in that regard. But at the same time, like, I don't know.
Yeah, you got it. You do have a lot of pitch that you have to pay.
I don't know why they had Breeze Rider boots as an option here. Not running anything with combo other than Winds. Winds of Eternity doesn't have Go Again on its own. Honestly, I don't even know if you play Winds of Eternity in here, because all it does is let you shuffle your other stuff back in, and the chances of Winds of Eternity hitting in this deck, probably not good. You're probably better off finding another generic, maybe even running Belittle blue. And one of the nice things I like about Belittle, they're not even running Belittle in this deck list. Belittle lets you grab a Minnowism, which is going to let you swing your swords for free. So yes, you have to pitch one to do.
Winds of Eternity is cool if you are like literally doing a like super heavy 100 wins. Like if that was all you were,
It's
you know what I mean?
wonderful in Katsu, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't think that you're caring so much about the combo, especially in Benji here. Like
Oh no, I agree.
the 100 wins is still good in yellow and in blue because you're probably not going to have multiples of them in a turn, and it's just another zero cost attack with go again automatically.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, which you want. Yeah.
The only bad thing there is it only blocks for 2, but that's honestly a small price to pay.
Well, that's not. Yeah, you're not really trying to block out a whole lot anyway. You're trying to hold your hand and just dump as many go as you can. So.
The other thing that you could have probably done a little bit better, which is counterintuitive to Icelander, is you could prioritize getting a defense reaction into your arsenal, so you could actually block like a Spring Tidings or another big attack with a harsh on hit. You know what I mean? Because you can still block my attacks with defense reactions from arsenal, because it just says with from hand on Benji.
Yeah, the biggest issue though with her is a lot of your major damage turns are not even done on your turn. So
yeah.
There's so like her setup's weird because you're setting up honestly to attack more so on their turn. Like cuz like I was saying the red emeritus like or pronounce it.
Yeah.
I mean that's coming in for 7 for 3. Like that's pretty freaking good. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, the harshness of what you've got there. Obviously, Emeritus red feels worse on her because you basically have to pop boots to make it work. But if that's the card in your deck that you're focusing on popping your boots on anyway, that's a pretty good card to focus on it. Because you could do it whenever they're out of cards in their hand, and that's just a free 7 damage.
Exactly. And the thing is without there being, typically if you're playing Kano, you would do Aether Blaze or whatever it is, his where you would crack boots and then you basically just deal X damage for the amount of arcane damage done this turn, but
right.
Specialization. So yeah, Emeritus is like basically the strongest you can get out on their turn for max damage. I don't know. She's fun, but yeah, she's definitely weird because there's like times where you just won't do anything on your turn except Arsenal. You know what I mean? Because you may need.
She's the one character that doesn't feel the worst in though. Like.
Oh no, it's not because you know that you're doing most of your actions are going to be on their turn, and then you're just trying to get little plink damage in on yours if you can, basically. You know what I mean? So no, she's a lot of fun. I'm interested to see your more attacky build, which I think would be 100% viable, may even be better. I don't know. I just like arcane damage. So
I don't know about better. I think that it'll be an interesting alternative, just because you could, what you're focusing on here is basically the Emeritus Scalding, because you're trying to get that extra arcane by triggering it on my turn. Obviously, the red one's better than the blue in the case of damage, but even with just 2 of those in blue,
the blue is sick because you're getting in for 5 with it.
Yeah, and does it costs? I was gonna say it costs 2 to play that, or so you can always Aether off of blue.
What I'm saying is I always pump with Crucible.
Yeah,
so I look at it as I'm getting in
5
for 3 pitch. You know what I mean? And then that still usually leaves me cards in hand to block.
Right.
Is really nice. And then even better if I have a red snapback or something that I can. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. She's a lot of fun.
I think that Valda is going to probably be seen in the meta a little bit, but she's a little bit weird. I think if we do see her, it's going to probably be the Potion of Luck, like combo-y. You're still going to be running Nerves of Steel and stuff because it's going to give you good pitch, or if you're up against a Benji, it's going to slow them down. But I think that we're going to see like a really weird rock, paper, scissors. Like it's going to be Valda beats Benji, but Valda probably loses to Icelander just because all of that surge doesn't really matter that much if they're just hitting you for arcane in the middle of what you're doing anyway.
Right.
So it's, I don't know. We're in for a really weird Blitz meta, and then the fact that we're, the skirmishes are Blitz, and thankfully we get our own skirmish here local. I just think that Blitz is going to be a bit of a focus for the meta, and that's weird but interesting because I like Blitz.
Yeah, yeah, I'm interested to see what yeah, is going to be super popular.
I think that Benji is going to be popular. I just don't know if it beats other things out because if you're just straight up racing somebody and you don't go first as Benji, or I mean, I guess you would probably want to go second against anybody but Icelander. If you don't just straight up race them and just block out turn one basically and then race them for a game, I'm not sure who is going to win in that against. The 2 damage for free is good, but if you're only getting in for 2, and let's say you're maxing out on 8 a turn or something like that, as Kassai, you saw me, I was swinging for 16 a turn pretty much consistently.
Oh, no. The Kasai games felt way more out of control. Like, with the Benji game, I'm like, okay, mostly if I lose, it's going to be because I probably misplayed or something. You know what I mean? Like, the games felt a lot closer, whereas Kasai, I'm just like, yeah, I don't really know what I need to do about that. So
I'm really excited that we're gonna get to see that Minerva play. I almost don't know if she's worth because it bricked me for like 3 turns because of all of your ice. I had to get that card out of my arsenal, so I guess I need to be more focused on getting that out of my arsenal if I draw her. Especially against Wizard though, because it blocks for 3, but otherwise it doesn't do anything. Like if you get it in your hand, I can't pitch it for anything to do anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a pitch value on it, so you can't pitch it, and they have that. That ruling is official now. Like if you can't use the resources on something, or you can't do, like you can't block with a potion out of hand to stop a barraging beatdown or something, which used to be again a bit ambiguous. So you can't block with, or I can't pitch Minerva for 0 to do anything because there's no pitch value on her at all.
Yeah, she's just a dead. No, yeah, I get it.
Against Wizard, it can just like it cost me that game, I think. So
yeah,
I'm not. In the other games, it didn't. Obviously, it was just pretty much a +1 aura on the field essentially. So it's weird. I like her. I think that Minerva will probably end up in a lot of the meta decks for Kassai. I think that Kassai will be one that's in the meta. I think Benji. I think Icelander. I think Valda. I don't know if, like, I think Dorinthia will probably still be there because obviously she's just, the reaction game is just strong anyway. But the Kassai is just going to be one of those weird ones where it's just like, all right, well, I get to just pummel you for free basically. Obviously not actually pummel, but pummel you for free, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Have you today was the first day you ran that deck, right?
Yeah, I've been like, I haven't got to play it against anybody. You're the first, and that's probably what I'm playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just curious what, like how it fared against other stuff.
I think that my Oldhim matchup is probably not super good if I get any Frostbite on me. But otherwise, I don't know. It shouldn't be too awful bad. You're kind of just going for that OTK and putting as much pressure as you can. I don't think I would even typically go first unless it's against an Icelander, just because, building a little bit of copper is good, but doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, we found out pretty quick when we play tested the other day, me and Logan, that you definitely want to go first as Icelander.
I almost think that she might benefit from playing Brandish. Brandish red on Kassai might be okay just because you don't have that ability to swing a weapon a second time unless it's on your main specialization turn, because you're not going to be consistently able to do it, so it doesn't feel as bad to play just action cards. So playing like red Brandish or anything else that can potentially buff your next attack, which there isn't a lot in Warrior, don't get me wrong, might feel okay in her, and I think that Brandish and Warrior is just fun.
Yeah, one go again and you pump the next weapon attack.
Well, it's 3 go again in red, and you pump your next weapon attack by 1. I think it has to hit for that, but still. I'm going to be running Brandish and Benji, which I don't know if it was in this list.
if it hits, yeah, your next weapon attack gets +1 go again. Yeah, attacks for 3.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
either threatening a card out of hand or your next sword also is going to be buffed.
So that card would actually be decent in Benji in yellow.
I'm going to be running it in yellow and blue, I think, because what it does with Zephyr is you're going to double buff it. You're going to be swinging for 4, so then you're not even breaking on defense reactions that aren't unmovable or something. And if somebody's unmovabling your Zephyr Needle, you're doing things right.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that the belittle and I think that the brandish are going to be pretty good in there. Just because belittle, you're always going to be able to trigger the minnowisms. You could either, if you wanted to, you could run the red and just swing your next attack for 5, almost as a pseudo finisher, like we were talking about. Or you could grab the blue and be able to swing with your weapons for free that turn, or set up whatever other thing you're trying to do, like a brandish, which is going to cost you 1. But yeah, I think the red minnowisms and the blue minnowisms both have their place. I don't know if it's worth running 2 of each or anything. It's a really weird setup, and
Yeah.
Benji, I think, just suffers from that spot where he wants to play literally anything that he can get in for free, but the combo chains or the actual combat chains that you're getting on it are super weird. So it's hard to tell what's going to actually end up out of the meta. I'm going to mess with them a little bit. I don't know how many chances I'm going to get to play them before we actually have a day, because I'm trying to just win one of these Icelanders, because I do want to play her. I don't want to play her if the entire shop is playing her, but I do want to try playing her.
She's fun. I recommend her. Yeah, yeah, I was kind of disheartened when I heard 2 other people were running her. I was like, oh well. All right, well, we're gonna be playing a lot of Icelanders. So.
Well, I was gonna say, we need to playtest the Kraken's Aether Vein. It probably is just bad because a lot of times you're just trying to pitch a blue to do 4 or 5 damage with the Crucible. I don't think Kraken's works until we get something that lets you buff damage, and there's literally nothing. I don't even think there's any generics that could potentially buff damage dealt.
There's I went and scoured. I don't think there's anything that, everything reads card. That's the main issue. Yeah, if you could pump that, I would probably be running that on her. I just think a 3 for 1 damage draw.
That can be blocked. So you have, the only time it's relevant is if you're doing it when they're out of cards. And then essentially all it does is replace the pitch that you just pitched in your hand for no reason.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's worth. And honestly, I mean, we could playtest Conduit, but I honestly don't think that it's ever going to be worth, because there's enough combos in the deck that I just don't. I think you're more than likely going to want to block with that card rather than pitching it to just plink 2. Maybe not. Maybe it is better. We'll just have to play.
I don't think it's going to be better than Crucible, but it might be something that's playable in my, let's say, more attack-heavy deck. While I'm not going to have a lot to go again, if I whiff something or, God forbid, block with 3 cards and don't get a chance to arsenal something, it might just be worth going for 2 Arcane and either get a card out of their hand or hit them for 2. Probably still not worth. Probably whatsoever. Crucible's probably still better because you're still going to be playing those rifting into Scalding Rain or rifting into Zap or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? If you get that rifting off, which I might even end up running yellow rifting. I don't know about blue.
In your list is probably better than Nourishing. Like I said, I ran rifting in probably 4 or 5 games against Logan. It's not bad, but the problem is that they're gonna block it out because they don't want you to chain it off. So yeah, you do get 2 cards out of their hand, but it just, I don't know, it.
Yeah, without a full hand, I mean, the only thing that it does for you, though, is you can rifting, and if you get 2 cards out of their hand, you can still arsenal what you have left if you had a full hand whenever you went to do the rifting turn.
No, for sure. The problem is I think for me, especially in the, like I said, in the arcane heavy list that I'm running, I just prefer having, especially if I can get a card in Arsenal, like if I can get a Stir the Aetherwind in there, so
And
that
then get
I'm
the
set
5.
up. Yeah, so I'm set up on their turn. I get a handful of 5, and then I can still possibly combo off and have a card or two to block with. So I don't know. I think time will tell. I do think rifting is solid. I just, yeah, I went back and forth. I think I landed on. The other thing that I like about it, it does block for one more, which is nice. Blocks for 3 instead of 2.
Oh yeah, between the rifting and the nourishing emptiness, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, they're
So,
they're just so weird with the majestics. Like they want them to be that much more worth than the rares. Or I'm pretty sure rifting is just a common. So that's the biggest thing. And the only reason I think rifting is good is because I did play it in a sealed environment in for arcane, and it does just feel really good to go rifting 6. They don't block with 2 cards or have to block with 3 cards, and then you're just like,
yeah,
oh, okay, you're gonna let me get that on hit, dope. Here's another whatever. But also in my list, being able to rifting with a pummel on top of it is gonna be pretty cool because I'm definitely gonna be running pummel.
yeah. I think, yeah, that just adds a whole nother layer of spice on to it. I like I said, I think the attack heavy list will be cool. I just like arcane damage, so I just opted for that. But I do think the like more physical attack list, it could be real cool for sure.
I think it'll be fun. I think that your list is going to be better. Timekeeper's Whim is fun. Meritus Scolding is fun. Being in this spot where you can play blues and not necessarily be hurt for it as much as other characters or even Kano as the other wizard, it just probably feels pretty dope. So
Yeah.
should be a cool time. It's gonna be really weird to see 3 of these tomorrow. I feel pretty good about my Kassai matchup against 3 of them.
Oh yeah. That is definitely a rough matchup. Like I said, I've played a handful of heroes now, and that one and Oldham in particular felt rough.
Having a hard ice against you will be pretty good. So if you have a hard ice that you can use tomorrow against another Icelander, that'll be pretty dope.
Yeah, I did play test it. Honestly, I still think that the Tunic's better though.
Even in a mirror match, you think?
Yeah, the only reason that maybe not. I when I play tested against Mikey, I ran it, and it was okay. I just really like having the tick up and then being able to play boots for free.
Oh,
Um,
sure.
I like basically because with this more mid-rangey, I'm gonna make it to turn 3, so
Yeah, yeah.
I just like having that boot set up as an option, especially like in that game against you. I knew I was gonna tick to 3 that next turn, so I just arsenaled the red Emeritus, and
Yeah.
then boots for free. I get off for 7, 8, whatever. So I don't know. I think it may be a little stronger. I just personally prefer Tunic, I think.
I think you're going to see these one-hand users also, maybe not Kasai necessarily, but maybe Ninja running the Arcane Lantern against you to get that Barrier 5, just because I think
Oh
especially
yeah.
in Benji having Barrier 5 would be just hilariously good.
Oh
Or,
yeah, because you have plenty of blue to pay for it, and you still have basically a bunch of free or mega cheap attacks to run. So yeah, that's pretty strong actually. Maybe instead of the Zephyr.
yeah, probably instead of the Zephyr, just because you don't want to be left with no weapon.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the Kodachi was fine, but the only reason that Zephyr is okay and why I'll be definitely running one is because I do want to run the brandishes and stuff. And the brandishes will also trigger on your spring tidings. So I think those probably even feel better than the Life for a Life that was in this list that I ran here for this test game. I just wanted to see how spring tidings felt. So I haven't actually built the list myself yet, which is why I went ahead and grabbed that one off of FabDB.
Yeah.
There's also another really funny list here on FabDB for Benji, and what it does is it's running fire breathing and all blues. And what they're doing is they're getting energy potions on the board, they're getting crazy brews on the board, and they're popping all of their potions and then all of these blues, and they're just going into a fire breathing for like 13. Because you could Arsenal Fire Breathing, have 4 cards. You could even break Mask of the Pouncing Lynx to go grab another blue. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on the Fire Breathing. If Fire Breathing was only a 2 swing, so it would be unblockable for you, and then you pumped it as an instant on the chain, that would be pretty gross. But being 3 means that it can be blocked. So this is just a meme, mostly, I think.
Still, it's interesting, though.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It's the only thing I have to say about it. The fire breathing pump for 15 is probably hilarious, but if they just block you with their whole hand, it just is going to be bad. But alright, thank you everybody for joining the stream. Watch us for more Mimi decks later. We're going to go play an all Icelander Blitz tomorrow and see what happens. Otherwise, we should be hopefully recording a video with whoever wins our armory tomorrow, and probably talking to an Icelander and see how that all goes, or talking to somebody that played against a bunch of Icelanders, which might be even more interesting. Only time will tell. Thanks for joining our stream today, and we will see everybody in the next one.
Yep, thanks guys and gals.